Yo, Revolver here, and welcome to the final episode of the Ayaka progression series. The day has finally come. After 42 weeks, to be exact 293 days of saving, I love how it has a 3 at the end. We finally come to the final episode. There are still 2 more days to go though, until the Ayaka banner is here. When we look at our Primogem count, it feels like I've been saving up for even longer than the last time. But actually not. I calculated it out, and the first time when Ayaka's banner was released, I saved up in total 69,920 Primogems, which equaled 1 Mistsplitter and Ayaka with her 2 constellations. The second time around, when I saved up simultaneously for Ayaka and Ayato, Ayato was in phase 1, so I pulled on that banner until I got him. After that, in phase 2, I pulled for the cons of Ayaka and she got to C4. But then I still decided to pull one more time and was lucky enough that she got her C5. And then I pulled again on her banner, just to empty our Primogems to 0 for the progression series. All that calculated out equals exactly 92k Primogems. I guess if we count out Ayato, it will be 67,040 Primogems, which is actually a bit less than the first time. Also, the Ayaka banner went on because of the pandemic for much longer, so I was able to save around another 19k Primos. I guess with that in mind, I just saved up 72,160 Primogems for Ayaka and Ayato. For me personally, Ayato was still an important part of the Ayaka pulls. To me, he belongs there as equally as the cons and the Mistsplitter. Well, technically speaking, we really have the most saved up for Ayaka. Also, about the second account, I stopped with episode 10 to play on it. Since then, I've been only using it for videos or just logged in to claim some easy Primogems. But other than that, as promised, I didn't pull at all on this account. I will probably also stream the pulls on that account. I kept a secret from you guys. That might be very sudden, but I actually have a third account. Well, not really. Another account, but rather the one on the Asia server. Yes, pretty much since somewhere around May last year I started on a new server. The main reason was really only for content creation in the future. But then, I couldn't stand that I didn't have Ayaka on that one. So, I saved up. I didn't go crazy, okay? I only saved up until I had the guarantee, and that was it. Because, as I once said in episode 10, playing on multiple accounts is tiring and takes up too much time. I only want to get Ayaka on there, and after that I'm only going to use the 2 for content creation. So yeah, I want to clarify the plan one more time. I decided that I would pull one day later, on Wednesday, because most of the people that tuned in to my stream live in the Asia region. Therefore, I want to stream a bit earlier, which is not possible on Tuesday. And that's also when you're gonna see the actual final count of Primogems for Ayaka, and the Mistsplitter obviously. I will stream the pulls for the Mistsplitter around 1:30 PM CET. I also will stream the pulls from my second account and on Asia on Tuesday the 21st. As I said in the last episode, I will do the pulls for the last con for Ayaka by myself. But at the start of the stream, I let you know how the pulls went on Tuesday. It's crazy to think how much time has passed since I started this series. I still remember when Ayaka got her 5th con. I realized how close I am to my goal. Getting Ayaka to her final con is definitely my biggest goal in Genshin. And because I could never show you guys how it was the first time, or what I went through to save for Ayaka, I just felt like I really wanted to do a series that shows the saving up progress towards a character. Especially because this would be the last time that I'm saving up for this character specifically. I definitely had my doubts about the series. Some came true and some did not. The series had its up and downs. In the beginning and towards the middle, I definitely had a lack of motivation to get into the Cimoooooooo stuff. During that time, there was a lot of stuff going on. By sorting out what was more important to me, I generally felt I had a lot of motivation again. And since pretty much then, I felt really good about the series. At least motivationally. I can't believe that I was able to upload every single week. I think uploading every week is definitely not an easy task. Especially if you have to balance your life on the side and also have to do it all by yourself. Therefore, I said in the beginning that the quality of the production of the series would be much lower, and those episodes will be rather quick. Well, most of the time. I definitely felt sometimes a bit disappointed in myself. I couldn't invest too much time in the series, because I also wanted to create my other videos on the side, that I really enjoy doing. Therefore, uploading weekly can sometimes be very straining. We created all types of episodes, but my absolute favorite thing about the series was to give you my view about the current stuff that is happening right now. Otherwise, I was never able to do that. With a weekly series, it's definitely more possible to give you my opinions in a timely manner. Especially talking about the story quests was always very enjoyable for me. That was one of the reasons I started this channel. I couldn't share my passion for something with the people that I knew. Therefore, I searched for a different audience. I always love to hear your opinions and comments about the topics. Also, having an upload every week is definitely cool. Keeps the audience a bit closer, which is nice. If you noticed, I also tried to give once in a while some small advice towards the end of the video. My hope with this series was also that it was in some way helpful. As you know, this is not my job, and just to clarify, I love the editing process, so even if I had the money to hire someone to edit my videos, I wouldn't do that. What I want to say is, I'm not complaining, but rather I would love to upload every week. Even if the series wasn't high effort, as I mentioned at the start of it still takes time. And in the current state, I should also invest that time I got for other things. That I can do what I love to do, which is create videos for you guys. Therefore, I also don't have plans for a new series. That's also something that I mentioned in my New Year's resolution. Nonetheless, there were times where I wished I hadn't started this series, but overall, it was a blast. And I'm really glad I did this. And it was genuinely important for me. At the end of the day, I can only hope that my videos were somewhat motivational or are in some way helpful. I can't do much more than that. With that, let's end this series once and for all. This is the last time I will show you my Primogem count, at least in video format. I want to thank each and every one of you for following this journey up until now. Or even if you just tuned into, I already appreciate that. It meant a lot to me to see your comments and love for this series. And don't forget that every end has also a new beginning. So keep your heads up. Also, let me know if you learned something from this series, what you could take from it. Thank you. I guess for one last time. That's it. Stay safe, guys. See ya.